Hey guys, I'm Amy and you've landed on Belle Loves Bargains. That's my cow Effingham, and sometimes he co-hosts with me. He's got a lot to say. This channel is Dollar Tree and only Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.25, people. So stick around, consider subscribing, and don't forget to give me that big thumbs up. And if you want to know more about the 4 uploads I do every week, just check out the description box for more information. Enjoy! Horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is a famous Mr. Ed. Go right to the source and ask the horse. He'll give you the answer that you'll endorse. He's always on a steady course. Talk to Mr. Ed. People yakety yak a streak and waste your time of day. But Mr. Ed will never speak unless he has something to say. Horse is a horse, of course, and this one will talk till his voice is hoarse. You've never heard of a talking horse? Well, listen to this. I am Mr. Ed. Oh, God, do you guys remember that one? I'm not even sure I've ever known the words except that a horse is a horse, of course. And I mean, like, you know, anyway, that goes way back. I mean, I think that show started black and white and was one of the ones that went to color. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, I loved Mr. Ed. Which also reminds me of Francis, the talking mule, right? Was there a song to Francis? Anyway, okay, it doesn't matter. Guys, welcome to Bella's Bargains. My name is Amy, and you have landed on Themed Thursday. But this is Throwback Themed Thursday. The only theme to it is that these are throwback crafts that were made, and I didn't have as many viewers. And so they're favorites of mine that are hung in my house. I'm going camping for 4 days, so I couldn't actually pull together and make a craft video because I had to get the haul video hauled and okay, well, you don't care because you're gonna love these. So if it's your first time at this channel, you should know I start every video with the song. That one was, of course, the famous Mr. Ed, because I'm on a TV theme kick. How many of you remember Mr. Ed? Oh my gosh, famous Mr. Ed. And he wore those glasses. I'm Mr. Ed. And what was the guy's name? His buddy. Okay, well, anyway. Nowadays, we'd realize that he needed some psychological pills. The guy with the horse. All right. So this channel is Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree. You should know that. So there's 4 uploads every week. You can go down below and check out what those uploads are in my description box. But today is Theme Thursday, and the theme is throwback. So let's just get going. Literally, I have these hanging in my house, and I took pictures of where they are in my house. One of them you guys see quite often because it ends up in the frame when I'm taking pictures of my crafts. And that is this one. And I love this. I can't even remember what was in these boxes because it's been so long. You'll see it because I'm going to throw the video in there when I made it. But what was in there? Gosh, I can't remember. Anyway, they were little boxes that had something in them. Ugh. And I took those out. I strung 3. I never took off the tags. I strung 3 together with the little, this is the ribbon that they use oftentimes on their Dollar Tree crafts. They like wrap things in it, or it's the hanger. So I just stole that from a couple of things and used it to make my hanger to join these two together because it's sort of a sturdier, thicker, and the tone is perfect. Anyway, enough about that. So this is one of my favorites and so simple. So it was these 3 boxes, but right now, they don't have those there right now, but if you wanted to make this, they still have the little drawers out, which is another craft I really thought about showing you guys. So the little drawers, actually, I'm going to grab it. Hold. This is another craft that I did. I really like this. It's a 3 drawers. Yeah, and I stacked them, and then I put little leather handles on them and whatnot. But this top one, they're still out there. I saw them in 2 stores this week. The top little one is perfect for doing this if you wanted to. Okay, so all I did was put the 3 together, hang them on a thing, and glued a cactus on them. I mean, that was it, literally. But notice my choice of cactuses, right? So I was really going for 3 different colors, but they're similar in size so that they cover the void in the box, because these are like little box tops almost. Anyway, I love this. It's hanging right next to my hall tree, which is where I take photos of most of my crafts, so you guys will see it every once in a while. But now when you see it, you're like, oh yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. Now, another one that is so simple, but one of my favorites, and I think I did it for, I don't know if I did it for a bee theme week or something, but it's so easy and so one of my favorites. So this is one of the hanging planks. Now, this was MDF board, and it had a hanger on it. These they had a while ago. Now they actually have actual wood ones with the hangers on it. This one's a little bit thicker, it's the MDF. I did nothing to this except took the wall art and cut it apart so that I could put it on here, and I just trimmed off the edges. You'll see. Then I took the leather ribbon and put the little wrap of that down there, and then hung it with the leather ribbon, and I just did knots. Anyway, super cute, super easy. Hangs in my home. And I took pictures of where they are so you can see them in my home. Okay, but I really think this next one I'm going to show you, it's probably my favorite of all time, because it's like, Effingham likes it too. You are correct. It's right in the line of his sights. So I guess you get to look at this every day. I'm glad you like it, Effingham. But I think this is super beautiful. I really think it's like my favorite craft of all time. So it's so different. I was doing Shabby Chic, I think, that week that I decided to do this. And I'd never seen anybody just decoupage a truck. And so I just went to town and then just filled it with those florals. These are those florals that I love. And every time I buy them, I tell you guys. And then I threw a couple of other like little ones in there just to pull out some of the colors here. This is one of the vintage stickers. This was so easy. Well, it wasn't easy. Actually, this was kind of tedious because Mod Podging on. This was a napkin. But it's so pretty and it's so out of the ordinary and is my favorite craft. It's like a prominent spot on my living room wall. And anyway, so I hope you guys like it. So those are my 3 throwbacks. And I tried to make them a couple of super, super simple and a little bit different styles. So this, I think, is very boho, right? This one, I think, is very farmhouse-ish or traditional. And this is very shabby chic. But this one is my favorite. Is this your favorite as well? Let's do a thumbnail. Yeah? Sometimes that works. Okay, so enjoy watching how I made these. I don't even know if there's a voiceover on them. There may not be, and if there's not, I'm sorry. It's throwback. I'm actually putting this video together while I drive 2 hours down to where we have to work today, and then I'm off camping for 4 days. So say hello to the besties, Marcus. Say hello to the besties. Hello. He's telling me to do this. Wrap it up. Let's go. We gotta go. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of the video watching how I made these on Throwback Thursday. I will see you back here on Saturday for my Saturday haul, which I've already filmed. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys. Bye. Have a great day, great week, and great life. And as always, from your singing crafty crafter, happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. Toodles. All right, I'm doing voiceovers while I'm traveling. Anyway, I didn't film what was originally in those boxes. If somebody remembers, please write it in the comments. Anyway, I just removed what was in the center of the box. Okay, so these were back when the Dollar Tree was $1. So those little boxes were $1 each. And you can see, sorry for the dings. As you can see, all I'm doing is making sure that my spacing is correct. So, and using my ruler to make sure they're straight. Just because I wanted to make sure when I glued that ribbon down that I had everything spaced equally and that they weren't crooked. So it was nice because I could follow the line of the frame for doing that. So that works out perfect. And then I just cut the little ends and then do a little bow tie up here. A bow on the hanging part. And then just cut my little things. Now I take my 3 picks from the Dollar Tree, of course. And I cut off the ends, so these are the larger ones. I had to glue that one back together because when I cut it off, it came apart. But then I was just trying to decide what order to put it in. In the end, I went, the lightest in the middle, darkest on the bottom, and the lavender on top. But in hindsight, I think I would have put the lavender in the middle. Okay, because it's always like that. This is super easy.
back then this cost me $6. So I don't know about cost right now. Like if you bought it now, it would be $3.75, be more like $8. So I guess that's still okay. I think it's cute. I hope you guys like it too. Now let's move on to the B sign. Okay, for this one I have one of the hanging wall shelves, and then I have this wall decoration that says be happy. So basically I'm going to put these on here. I might add some other elements, but I want to get it on there first and look at it. So like maybe some baker's twine or something like that. Anyway, it's going to be a wall hanging. So let's go. Okay, so this is not a sign, it was a hanging shelf. I couldn't remember, you guys. Anyway, but these work perfect because I really like the wood grain on them. And obviously this wall hanging, it's clear except for the graphics. So it's just like, it's perfect. So first I started to fold it over. That doesn't really work. So I just trimmed. Easier, by the way, to lay it down and use your X-Acto knife. You get a better cut. I did just do a little bit of sanding just to make sure I didn't have any hangovers on that wall sign. See, I did the X-Acto knife there. Anyway, it's so cute. This is like so perfect. Now, to cover up those holes on the bottom, right, I used that black leather ribbon, which was perfect. And that covered them up. And it was also a super cute little decorative piece on the bottom. And then used that ribbon again to make the hanger. So I pushed it through, got it through there, and then just put a knot. This stuff is stretchy though, so it's like a vinyl. So after a while, that sort of stretches out. Not bad. It's totally fine. But just know that you could make your hanger a little bit shorter because it's going to stretch as it hangs anyway. But I love this. It's hanging in my home. As you can see, all of these crafts are actually displayed in my home because they're ones that I made that I just really liked. And I think this one, because it was so dang simple and yet it looks so cute. They have some really good wall hanging graphics at Dollar Tree. Now here's my favorite craft of all time. So let's watch this one get made. All right, so I have this truck here, one of the wooden trucks, which everybody does really traditional. So I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to make this one shabby chic. So I'm going to decoupage the whole truck with, I think, this napkin. And then I'm going to put a sign on the door. And I think I'm going to fill the back with, I think, with flowers. We'll wait when I get there and see how it goes. So first off, this one just, I don't know how. I lost some footage on it, I guess, when I first did it. So just a few things I want to walk you through or talk you through right now. Anyway, these napkins only had one square that had the pattern on, which it's kind of a bummer. But I had all package them, so we were good. And then after I finally got it separated and I cut it out, you'll notice I cut out the little strips too. And the reason I do that is because I'm going to decoupage this entire truck, which means I'm going to go inside of it. And everything in the smaller pieces like that are easier to deal with, and I really like the writing on it. So when you do this, I just put Mod Podge on and then laid the stuff over it, and then I just worked it around all the edges. So I didn't actually do any sanding. I just used my brush and worked it all the way around the edges. I mean, it wrinkled up in some spots and all that, but that's not even part of what you see, because it's just so cool looking, the decoupage on it. And then I also missed some filming of how I put the flowers in there. But basically I cut a pool noodle, and you'll see, and I glued it down in the bed and then just filled it all the way around with flowers. So instead of just doing the bed of the truck, I did the entire thing, which really gave it a nice full, like it was a vase kind of look. Anyway, I absolutely love it. So this is pretty simple, you guys. Mod Podge on, and then just lay your stuff down, and then push it all over, all the way in and around. Trimmed off a little excess there, but then just really Mod Podged into all of around all the edges. And then after I get it completely covered and I let it dry, then I put my flowers on. Also on the wheels, when I was all done, I glued a little black button on, just to sort of finish them off. And used one of those vintage stickers for like the door sign panel, I guess. And a little butterfly I put on the stick in there because there was butterflies on the napkin. Anyway, super cute. See the buttons? Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed those. Hope you enjoyed my Throwback Thursday. And I'll see you back here on Saturday. Don't forget my known tax giveaway. Bye, besties.